Hey guys, welcome to another video. This one will be a cash unstuffing, and this is very messy. I apologize in advance. I am going to have something in the future to do this, but I'm just kind of in a rush, so let's just get started. I forgot I had money in my wallet that I was going to be using for some of this cash unstuffing, but I had to stuff my wallet in the meantime, so I have that money to the side. So the money that was in my wallet for takeout and for groceries and my rollover and stuff, that is all here, and honestly I think it's all spent. I may not have money to pay for everything, so let me just show you what I do, because this is real life and sometimes there's overspending, and you know, this behind the scenes can be very messy. I am just going to get started and I'll write in amounts just so I know, or maybe even do a check mark so I know that I've completed it. But this is an easy one. I did Starbucks. So let's see, we'll put that here. So Starbucks, and I had some money that I pulled from, God, what was it from? Like rewards and stuff like that. So this total amount may actually be more than what this is. I'm not sure, but all I know is that my current balance on this particular credit card is 103.14. So as long as we get there, that's all that matters. Actually, I should just count all of this up here. So 14.19 plus 3.59 plus 7.52 equals 25.30. Let's see. 10, 15, 20, 25. So 10, 15, 20, 25. So that took care of Chick-fil-A, Dunkin', let's see, Amazon Books, Wendy's. Okay, these actually technically need to come from my, well, so I just today got Dunkin' and Burger King. So that's a 903 between the two, because I had some money on my Dunkin' app. So technically I need my wallet for that. So I will pull out, this is why I break up the cash. Oh no, that would not come from groceries, silly girl. That would that would come from my fun money. So this here should be, I'm not going to be in this wallet, so that's why I'm not pulling out the envelopes. I do apologize. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Perfect. Okay, I won't be pulling that out anymore. I hope this isn't confusing. So again, this was money that I had in my wallet. All of the stuff that was spent was from the last pay cycle. Normally I pay myself behind the scenes and whatnot, but it's just been crazy over here lately. So I just have it in the stack here so I can just pull as I go. So Dunkin' is taken care of, Burger King is taken care of. And again, this is messy, but it's almost 2 a.m. here and I have a lot of things to do. I have to pack still, shower, like all this stuff. So anyways, ShopRite is going to be getting, that was for another card. I'm just going to combine it all. So 20s, 50s. So that means I would get like $1 back. So Wells Fargo, the ShopRite is taken care of. So that really got 49 total over here. So I need to get to 103.14, and ignoring the 50 because that was for another card. I want to, oh, I need to pull from pets. So some things I had budgeted in categories, but then some of these Amazon purchases, and that's why it's a little weird and confusing, but some of these Amazon purchases, I kind of went rogue. Some of these books were self-help, and I was just like, whatever, I know I have rollover, so I'll use my rollover. But I got pet toy, and that was with the intention of pulling from my sinking fund for that. So what I will do is I will go to this teddy category. What do we have here? So pet toy, I'll put in 13. Wow, that's perfect. I actually did not plan that. That's awesome. So 13 for that. And then Teddy now has 25 remaining, or really all of the kiddos. I just want to see if we can make it to 103 with everything I have left. So let's cross off the pet toy. So leggings. I got leggings. That was $10. That we will mark off as completed. And then I got an Amazon book, two books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 here. Okay. Oh, you know what? I forgot. We have to kind of see where we're at. So I know that on my Discover, I need to get to 103.14. And again, I said the amounts may not fully add up properly over here just because I had rewards that I just put toward my balance. And we're ignoring this 50 because that was for another card. I just want to kind of see what I have so far. God, who knows? I probably counted it wrong or missed something. So I have 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66. I was going to go rogue here, so 76, 103, oops, 103, 14 minus 76, so I need like 27.14 to go. I know this is super confusing, but maybe there's someone that's following and is like, ah, that makes sense. That totally makes sense. I was going to go rogue in my me binder. There were things in here that I just am simply not stuffing anymore. Which, oh yeah, it's back in these savings challenges. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this here, so minus 5. This I pulled over to my high yield, or excuse me, from my high yield savings to my bank account already. So it's kind of sitting there waiting for me. Okay, so I need to make up $22 more. 15. Okay, so 10, 15, 20. Let's do, actually, let's see here. We'll overstuff, it's fine, because I have another category that I went rogue with. I'll explain that in a second. So 10, 15, 20, $10.25. So that there should get me up to speed with my, oh, oops, no, these need to go here. That should get me up to speed with my Discover. So we covered the rest, but ignoring the 50 again, I hope this makes sense because there's another credit, I ran out of space, but there's another credit card here where I put my groceries on because I didn't have the cash at the time. So that's why I'm ignoring the 40, or excuse me, the 50 up here. I want to make sure that everything else here in the tray gets us to at least 103.14. So I'm just going to count it again, but this should be correct. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103. And then we have an excess of $3 here. So 103. And so 106 total. Cool. Okay. So I know that Discover is free and clear. So that's all that I care about right now. And I'll explain why in a moment here when I show you. Okay. I know this beginning part is confusing. And again, that is because I spent too much on Amazon. So the reason why I want to get this one paid off is because, I don't know, I just like, if I have the cash, I'm going to pay it. But I just opened up a Kohl's credit card. Now I scratched this off, but I bought a jacket and then I went back another day because I had Kohl's cash and I had a coupon from Amazon. The total actually ended up being more than I had expected. I thought I could coupon stack. That wasn't the case, but whatever. Anyways, I just got the credit card in the mail. The statement is not going to cut yet until it's going to be due probably in like middle of January, because they will not tell me when my due date is until December 16th. So as I film this, I have more than a month to pay back the balance. So the 60 I cash flowed and included that in my budget that I just posted the other day. So that's why I scribbled it out. So technically, the balance that I owe is $43.97, and I just put in a surplus of $3. So really, I'll have like $41 that I can just cash flow when I get paid again, which is still paying it off even before its first due date, whatever. Like, I still technically have time, but to get it out of the way, that's what I'm going to do. So that's why I'm not worried about this at all. It was stuff that I needed. So it is what it is. I always struggled with being in the mindset of getting things before I had the money. And I've been really diligent about it, except I clearly struggled a little bit lately with all of the deals happening. But I did things in such a way knowing that I had money in categories that were just sitting there that I really didn't plan to finish the savings challenges, to be honest. Like, I just have too much going on. I have a wedding to budget for, so there's things in that binder that just are not a priority for me. So that is why I pulled the money. And the reason why I have my placeholders is because, like, it literally was sitting, that money was sitting in there probably for a year. And at one point, I don't know, I used placeholders and moved money to my high yield. But these $14 that you see in placeholders, I've moved that to my checking account already. because I'm going to add the actual cash and then the 14 that's sitting in my account to pay the balances. So hope that makes sense. I have 2 more things to pay for here, so let's take care of that, which is going to be really easy. Okay, car insurance is $419. So I have 100, 200 that was in my high yield, but is now sitting in my checking account. But I'm going to put this money in here so that I can account for everything. So 200, 220, 40, 60, 80, 300, 320, 40, 60, 80, 400, 410, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So perfect. Okay, so that was money for my 6-month premium. Wait, oh, that's for my cash and stuffing. So that is now taken care of, and my retina reattachment. So I had eye surgery in July 2023, and I had paid the bill. I have actually paid off that debt. I don't know if you recall, one of the 0% credit cards that I had, I did like credit card hacking. I got a bonus. I paid that toward the balance, and then I had 0%, paid it off before the 0% was up. I was under the impression that I paid for the actual retina reattachment, but I think that was the actual facility charging for it, and I was looking up the validity. This bill that came in was from the actual surgeon that did it for me, and I was researching that, and Kitty of the house sometimes watches my videos, so if you are watching, please let me know if you know, because I know your husband is in the medical industry. From what I understood, it is normal that the facility can charge for the service and then the doctor themselves. Because he doesn't normally work out of that facility, from my understanding. He works at like another place, but when because he like rotates seeing patients, and then he some days works doing the actual surgeries. So I hope that makes sense, but from my understanding, it is valid. So I have this lingering bill to pay back. So $245.66. I am going to my medical, and I've already moved this money to my high yield from my high yield to my checking, so I can pay this back to my credit card. So 200 here, and then 45. So 45.66. So if I put a 50 over here, I can take back like 4 ones, right? Yeah, I guess. Take back like, yeah, we'll put back 4 ones in here. So left in medical, I have 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Because I do have a little bit of a buffer, so if some change pulls to cover, it's fine. Okay. So I usually plan a bit more for this, but I just had to get going on the filming of this, so this is literally like off the cusp. So I'm going to add up all of the charges on the balances minus Kohl's. This one we are ignoring, okay? So I know I had like an excess of $3. That'll say my buffer. It's fine. It's whatever. Or I can just make another $3 payment, which is kind of silly, but whatever. So I should, what am I doing? Why am I holding that? So I should have 103.14 plus 48.47 plus $664 $100.66. So let's add those things up. Let's see what that number should be, and then we'll count the cash. So 103.14 plus 48.47 plus $664.66, $816.27. I need at least that or slightly more, which I should have slightly more, so that I can pay off my credit cards. So that means that I can pay off my Citi, so I don't carry a balance. I can pay off my Wells Fargo to not pay a balance, and then I can pay back my Discover to not carry a balance. And normally, like when you make credit card purchases and to avoid interest, like the statement can actually cut, and then you wait for the bill to come in, and by that due date you have to pay it off to avoid interest. These statements haven't even cut yet. So like I like to pay it back immediately. That's just what I like to do. I don't want to carry balances anymore. I had to move. That was weird. The bills were stuck. Anyways. Oops. Okay, so if we have at least $816.27, we are in the clear. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 500, 520, 40, 60, 80, 600, 620, 40, 60, 80, 700, 710, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 800, 801, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So $2, $3, $4, $5 if you want to cut the change. We have an excess, which is cool. So that's fine. That can just stay in my buffer. So that's awesome. So we are all covered. All balances are being paid off, except for, like I said, my Kohl's credit card, because I technically didn't even get the bill for that. The statement hasn't cut yet. Like, literally just got my card. So this is what it looks like. This is actually the biggest unstuffing that I've ever done. And I promise after this I will not go rogue with purchases. And to be honest, I was a little triggered by some things that happened at work. So these two were actually career-related books. So, and I knew I had rollover in my groceries at the time, so I wasn't concerned about it. Anyways, I do not make a habit of overspending very often, but that's how it can look sometimes. Now I could have easily included that in my budget that I just did, but I didn't want to because I knew I had money in areas that were sitting that I didn't care to continue saving because it was fun extra stuff. So I'm okay with the decisions that I made here, but I hope this helps. They will be less chaotic in the future, so I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for being here. Please subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.